My name is Frank Bernazard. I live in Kennesaw, Georgia. I have a wife, Casey, and 2 kids, Maximus and Catalea Rose. And I love North Metro Church. We did grow up with, Christian values. It was kind of a set of rules, and I better follow those rules, and that's just the way it is. If anybody ever asks, what religion are you? I said, well, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. I believe in God, but I also believe in other things too. I decided to start my own cleaning business. 4 months into the business really, booming, I got an email, which then was followed by a call saying that in 30 days, because there's a 30-day notice they needed to give, that they would no longer be using my cleaning services. My full income went from full to immediately cut in half. And you can imagine the pit I felt in my stomach. For the first time in a long time, I didn't know what to do. I was sitting on my balcony, waiting for my wife to get the kids to bed, and I don't know what it was, but something was different about this evening. If I close my eyes, I can see it, like it's happening right in front of me. And a presence came over me of calmness. I didn't want to feel the loneliness that I felt. I didn't want to continue to try to do everything by myself anymore. And I opened a conversation up with God. I stood up and I said, I'm ready. I'm ready, God. And from that moment on, there's been things that have been happening in my life that are nothing short of a miracle. 2 days later, I spoke with Tony, my brother, my youngest brother, and he asked me to listen to a podcast, a service from North Metro Church. And I was actually getting my car fixed. And I think for the first time, as I was listening to that service, there was obviously a prayer at the end of the service, and in the middle of the lobby at the car garage, I bowed my head and I prayed along with the service, and it felt right. The relationship that I've continued, that I've reestablished with God, has been awesome. What's great about North Metro is that they have next steps for whatever you're going through. The way they described the new believers class and what it was going to involve made it intriguing to want to be a part of it. It's kind of perfect for anybody coming into Christianity or coming back to reestablishing their faith. I've heard the teachings of the Bible. I've heard the Bible countless times, but now I was listening with different ears, so now I had different questions, and the new believers class was really perfect to answer all those questions for me. It was kind of like I had a team, behind me. Every week they were ready to, talk about whatever questions I had. I guess I didn't realize that I didn't have to follow a certain set of rules to be saved, right? I always thought, well, if you follow these rules, then you're saved, right? Then you get into heaven. That's your ticket. And what I come to found was that everything that needs to be done, to get into heaven has already been done, from Jesus dying on the cross. He died, for my sins. And because of that, I am forgiven, and saved. He is my Lord and Savior. I owe everything to him.